How do you hear from God? How do you hear from God? You yourself, how do you hear from God? The reason I say that is because I believe that every single person has a direct line of communication to God and God back to us. God can speak to us many, many ways. But how does God speak to you? So over the weekend, God gave me a dream. And when I got up, I was like, God, that dream wasn't for me. But it was me in the dream. And it was so interesting. And so God kept impressing on my heart a particular person. So I was like, okay. And God just kept impressing that person on my heart. And so I reached out. I was like, okay. I shared what I got in the dream with that person. And it's funny because I spent the rest of that day basically researching, because I believe that God has taken me to a new level. And that new level is helping people truly identify how God speaks to you. Now, see, I have not done this before. So it's really walking in the prophetic. And I haven't dealt with this before, but I know that I walk in it. I don't talk about it a lot because it's just so common for me. I hear from God in multiple ways. But what was so interesting is, in my research, I found this publication that started talking about the various ways that God speaks to us prophetically. And one of the ways was by seeing, knowing, hearing, and then feeling. And then it says, now, which one of these do you identify with the most? How do you hear from God the most? And me personally, when I was reading all the things, I was like, I experience all of those, not just one. I experience all of those. God speaks to me all of those ways.